Now, if you watch my channel, you know I like to focus on ultra-portable laptops. It's one of the main focuses of the channel. And last year, or the end of last year, I got a chance to check out some of the best, including the Dell XPS 13 2-in-1, the HP Spectre x360, the HP Elite Dragonfly, which is a business-focused 2-in-1, the Lenovo Yoga C940, and the laptop that I really do like, the Microsoft Surface Laptop 3. So I decided, let's put them head to head and see which one is the best choice. And that's exactly what I did. It was a lot of work, I did a lot of testing, and I think I've come to the conclusion. Hey everybody, it's Andrew, and this is the showdown of the ultra portables for early 2020. Coming up. Want to see more videos like this? Why not hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that notification bell. This way you'll be alerted every time I upload a new video. Make sure you follow me on my social media, especially Twitter and Instagram. That's where I post all the latest updates. And of course, in the interest of transparency and full disclosure, I'm not being compensated by Lenovo, HP, Dell, or Microsoft. No one is seeing this video before its release, and all these review units are on loan from the respective manufacturers, with the exception of the Microsoft Surface Laptop 3, which I purchased with my own money. So what we have here are the best ultra portables, in my opinion, for here early 2020. And I thought it'd be a good idea to compare them. Now you'll see 4 of them here, in addition to the XPS 13 2-in-1 that's not pictured here. I had to send back my review unit to Dell, so I don't have that here. But I do have the HP Spectre x360 over here. I do have the HP Elite Dragonfly. I have the Yoga C940 from Lenovo, and of course the Microsoft Surface Laptop 3 that I just did my 90-day review. Now these are all good in their own way, including that Dell XPS 13 2-in-1. The only clamshell, of course, is this Surface Laptop 3, but I wanted to include it because it has the same screen size, it's very portable, and I wanted to take a look at it in comparison to these other ultra portables. So let's start off with the first category, and that would be design. And I think all of these have their own unique vision as far as design is concerned. I actually like them all. I think the most minimalist look, of course, is the Surface Laptop 3, and I like that sheer minimalism. I like the Yoga C940 with its rotating bezel as far as the rotating soundbar. I like this reverse notch on the top. And of course, we have the 2 HP laptops and the, of course, gem cut design in the HP Spectre x360 and the HP Elite Dragonfly, of course, being a very unique with its magnesium alloy, iridescent blue exterior, and I really like this one. And of course, I want to point out this is a business-focused laptop, although I think it should be included in the conversation simply because of how good it looks and how functional it performs as a 2-in-1. Now, let's start off with the gem cut design with HP. I really do like this. Not everybody's a fan of the gem cut design. I actually like it with the power button and the Thunderbolt 3 port out of the way. I think it looks good, and I think it also is pretty functional. I like the magnesium alloy thin and light chassis on the business laptop. The HP Elite Dragonfly is really nice, makes it thin and lighter than most of these others here. This is a little bit heavier in terms of the Yoga C940. This is an all metal design. It feels more industrial with the sharper edges. As far as the design is concerned, it's my least favorite. And of course, we have the Laptop 3 from the Surface line from Microsoft, and this is the minimalist look on it, and I like that. It's a very bare minimum, less ports, but I think it gives you a lot of functionality in terms of looks. I like the way this looks. Now, let's not forget, of course, one of my favorites, the Dell XPS 13 2-in-1. I like the fact that you can get it in that beautiful Arctic white, or you can get it in the more traditional carbon fiber that we've come to love. Now, as far as the minimalist look, of course, I would go with that Surface Laptop 3. It's sleek, it's really nice, especially in the matte black, although it is a major fingerprint magnet. It's the biggest fingerprint magnet out of the group, there's no question. You could also get it, of course, in Alcantara. Now, I'm going to give the nod to the Dell XPS 13 2-in-1. It's sleek. I like how thin and light it is. It doesn't have quite as many ports, although I really just like the way it looks. Now let's turn to the displays, and the 4 we have here all have very good displays, don't get me wrong. My least favorite is going to be the Surface Laptop 3, simply because it's too reflective and they don't give you an HDR option that these others do give you. My favorite display, I will have to say, is the Dell XPS 13 2-in-1. I love the colors on that. It just really pops. It's an IPS display, but it seems like an OLED display. It's that good in terms of the pop and the sheer vibrance. Coming in are these two 1-watt displays here, which I actually absolutely love as well. They're the 1-watt displays. They're full HD displays, and they're low powered, meaning you'll get better battery life, but they're not skimping on color accuracy. You're not skimping on color vibrance and so forth. These are really nice displays on the Spectre x360 and of course the Elite Dragonfly. Now the Yoga C940 has a very nice full HD display on this model. I took a look at the 4K display, of course, on that model as well. Both very good, but they're not my favorites, and that's where I'm going to stand. I'm going to give the nod to the Dell XPS 13 2-in-1. I love the fact that they moved to that 16:10 aspect ratio. Love just the way that display looks, and I think it's my favorite. Now, when it comes to battery life, we have a few options here. I'm going to start off on the left here with my left of the HP Spectre x360 with its 1-watt display. Same for the HP Elite Dragonfly. These two are excellent choices when it comes to battery life. These are really, really good display options with a 1-watt display that really are efficient, and you're getting all-day battery life on these. I'll show you the numbers on the screen. Very good battery life on the Yoga C940, not quite as good as these two. And of course, the Microsoft Surface Laptop 3 gets very good battery life, under 10 hours. The winners are going to be these two HPs, the X360 from the Spectre line, and of course, the Dragonfly from the EliteBook line. And I like these both as far as battery life is concerned. And the Dell XPS 13 2-in-1 has good battery life, but not quite as good as these two 1-watt low-powered displays. As far as performance is concerned, these are all pretty similar. They're running 10th generation Intel processors, with the exception of the HP Elite Dragonfly. It's still running an 8th generation processor. And the reason being is at the time they produced this, there was no V Pro model, which is what they need to offer to their business customers. The good news is they are moving to the 10th generation on the G2, which I got a chance to look at, of course, at CES 2020, and that will be coming soon. So I will be getting a review unit for that. So they're going to be 10th generation on this, but for now, these are just 8th generations on this. There's no slouch, don't get me wrong, this still performed really well, but these all have 10th generation Intel processors, Ice Lake processors, and as does the Dell XPS 13 2-in-1. As far as the performance itself is concerned, they're pretty much on par. You'll see the numbers on the screen. They're all getting good results with the Intel Iris Plus graphics that these have. So I'm not disappointed at all in these as far as performance is concerned. And I think it's a wash. I don't think one is particularly better than other. The thermals will vary among them. They're pretty good in thermals as well. I think these manufacturers have really stepped up the game. HP, Lenovo, Microsoft, and of course Dell. Now, as far as which is the best for performance, I would think they're pretty much on par with each other. It's hard to pick one. I don't think that's going to be the differentiating factor when you're picking these different laptops. Now, when it comes to sound, there is one clear winner here, and that's going to be the Yoga C940, thanks to that rotating sound bar. But don't discount the HPs. These have Bang & Olufsen speakers. Don't discount the Surface Laptop 3. It has some really good sound in its own right. The same goes for the Dell XPS 13 2-in-1, but I'm going to give the nod to the Yoga C940. That rotating soundbar makes the difference. Now, when it comes to the keyboard, my least favorite is going to be the Dell XPS 13 2-in-1, and that's because it uses a maglev keyboard, and I just find it a bit too shallow, not as satisfying as the others. The HP Spectre x360 and the HP Elite Dragonfly both have very good keyboards. I like the key travel on them, really feel very satisfying, great for long periods of typing. The same goes for the Lenovo Yoga C940, not quite as good as the HPs, and of course my favorite is the Microsoft Surface Laptop 3. That is the most satisfying keyboard. I think it has the best key travel, and I love the fact that you get really good tactile feedback. It's just my favorite keyboard. And when it comes to the touchpad, the Microsoft Surface Laptop 3 once again is the winner in that category. I think its drivers are really fine-tuned for really responsiveness, really buttery smooth two-finger scrolling. All the Windows 10 gestures work as advertised. I really like that touchpad. It beats out the others in this category. Now, the other consideration you're going to want to take a look at is price, and you can get these on sale. I know Microsoft was running a nice sale with $200 off the Laptop 3. Lenovo always running sales. Again, I'll put all the latest pricing in the link below. You can get some really steep discounts over at Lenovo. Same goes for HP and same goes for Dell. So these are all very good price to value ratios, of course, depending on the models you choose. Now, the reason I chose the 1080p models, with the exception, of course, of the Laptop 3, which comes in a higher resolution, is because these are the ones that the general public will look at, will gravitate towards in the big box stores such as Best Buy. You're going to look at the 1080p models. They do have 4K models on these. There is no higher resolution on these. These offer HDR displays options, whereas this does not. Microsoft does not offer that, which is a little bit of a negative. And of course, the Dell having the best display, in my opinion, of all of them. So there are, as far as price is concerned, the best value, I think, of course, right now is going to be the HP Spectre x360. You can get this at around $1,000, maybe even less, depending on a sale. And you're getting everything you can get and pretty much you'd want in a 2-in-1. Now, I think this one is the best value because under $1,000, I think this is a steal. Check out my video to know exactly why. Now, as pen support, all of these support pen. Some of them a little bit different than others. Let's start off with the Laptop 3 from Microsoft Surface line. And this, of course, uses the Surface Pen, N-Trig pen technology. Followed that, and that works well, by the way. I've gone over those in my video. Excellent for taking notes, excellent for sketching out artwork. The Surface Pen works well, although this is not a convertible, so keep that in mind. This is the only clamshell of the bunch. So taking notes is not the best on this particular device. If you want to take notes on a Surface device, take a look at my review of the Surface Pro 7 and the Surface Pro X. Now, moving over to the Lenovo C940. Now, what makes this unique about the pen is that it has a pen housed in the device so you don't lose it. It uses the Wacom AES technology. It's rechargeable. You don't have to search for batteries. So I like this implementation on this simply because you have a place to store the pen and you don't need batteries. So that's good. Now, these two offerings are very interesting. There is an HP Tilt pen that you can buy that is rechargeable. They did send me the one for the HP Elite Dragonfly. And of course, I got the pen that comes with the HP Spectre x360. Now, this one uses the N-Trig pen technology. This one uses the Wacom AES technology. And I actually like the Wacom a little bit better than the N-Trig. The N-Trig is the same as the Surface Pen. I think I prefer this one. The one they did send me, the HP Elite Pen that comes with the Dragonfly, or you can get with the Dragonfly, is a little bit more high-end. It felt a little bit better. Check out my video to find out why. But these all have pen support, including the Dell XPS 13 2-in-1. They all work well in their own way. These are all convertibles, meaning you can flip them into the tablet mode, tent mode, stand mode. This is the clamshell, as I mentioned. And the Dell XPS 13, of course, is a convertible. Converted it into the different modes. And it's great for use with a pen surfing on the sofa if you want to put it in tablet mode. These all work well, with the exception, of course, of the Laptop 3, which is a clamshell. But as far as lapability, these are all great for the lap. I think they've been engineered really well, including the XPS 13, not pictured here. So these all really worked well as far as that's concerned. Taking it out on the go, they're all pretty light, thin. So there really much is a matter of personal preference, taste, aesthetics. If you want the more minimalist design, of course, go with the Laptop 3. If you want to get more of an innovative design, look at the Yoga C940, although some people don't like its edges, a little too sharp. And then, of course, you have the gem cut design on the Spectre x360 and that really beautiful iridescent blue, thin and light magnesium material used on the Elite Dragonfly. So these are all great choices, and I love the carbon fiber, as you know, on the XPS line with the XPS 13 2-in-1. Love that Arctic white. So the design-wise, I think they're all really good, and it comes down to a matter of personal preference. So that's been my wrap-up of all of these, which are the best value, which are the best displays, which are the best in terms of battery life, and of course, performance. I think they're all good in their own way. These are all recommended on my channel. I reviewed each and every one of them. I'll put all the links below in the video description, so if you want to get more information on these and where to buy them, it will be in the video description below. But if you have any questions or want to have any comments, of course, leave it in the comment section below. I am curious to see, what do you think of these ultra portables? I'm really excited about what I saw at CES and what's coming in 2020. A lot of updates to these, some new devices coming. Of course, foldable devices are going to be big, especially with that X1 Fold from the ThinkPad line with Lenovo. I can't wait to get my hands on it mid-year. So a lot of exciting things as far as the ultra portables are concerned, but I'm curious to know what you think. Let me know in the comment section below. So what do you think about that Showdown? What's your choice? I'd like to know. Leave a comment in the comment section below. But of course I have to pick a winner, and I'm gonna pick this. This is the HP Spectre x360, and this is my choice for the overall best ultra portable right now. And that takes into consideration, of course, the specs, the display, the processor, the battery life, the speakers, and of course the price. And the price to value is very important, and that's why this comes ahead. You can get this for less than $1,000. And of course, any of the laptops I mentioned today are definitely worthy of your money. And they're great in their own way, and they all bring something new to the table that the others don't. So keep that in mind. And everybody's tastes are different, everybody's needs are different, so your results may be different. But I'm curious to know what you think. Let me know in the comment section below. What would your choice have been in this category? Again, everybody's needs and tastes are different, so keep that in mind. So please hit the like button, please subscribe, please share this video. Don't forget to leave a comment in that comment section below. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know if there's a device or something out there you think I should review. I'll do my best to try to make that happen. Don't forget to check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course my website, amdtechreviews.com. So until next time, this is Andrew from AMD Tech. See ya. Hey everybody, this is Andrew, and this is the ultimate, 4-3, goddamn, I can't remember the name of anything. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, it's Andrew, and this is my showdown of the ultra portables early 2020. Coming up. 4, 3,